Hey there, it's Pat from PJM Scheduling Services. So I wanted to talk about importing progress from an Excel file into P6. Maybe you're like me and I was hand doing all my progress updates and people, the various superintendents and project managers were writing on PDFs, and I was, trying to make out what their handwriting said, what progress had been made, and manually inputting that into the schedule. And I thought, man, it would be really cool if I could, send to them an Excel file that was maybe formatted like this, and then they could input their progress into this, and then how cool would that be if I just could import that back into P6? So maybe you're wondering how to do that, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So this schedule file, or this Excel file, has all the activities from here. I've just pasted it into, I have a little template that formats the banners and stuff like that to make it look pretty. And say I sent this to Joe, the superintendent. He provided progress into these, the actual start, actual finish, percent complete. And so you can see here they didn't finish, they didn't start these on July 8th. They've started them late. They've made a little bit of progress. They started earthwork a little bit late in foundation. So you can see I've added some progress here. Now I want to get that progress into P6. So the first thing I do is I take my schedule file and I export it as an Excel file. So I choose Spreadsheet, XLSX, and then the only one that I need is activities, since we're only doing progress. We're not changing relationships or anything like that, just the activities. I'm going to export that. I'm going to choose a template. So let's go ahead. Some of these I have to keep by default, but I don't need the name. I don't need the start date. I don't need finish or resources, but I do need activity ID and the WBS code. I don't need status, but it doesn't allow me to get rid of it. So, but the other things that I'm going to need are actual start date, actual finish date, and then I need activity percent complete. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll say OK, next, and then let's figure out where we want to export this file to. I'll just do it onto my desktop. Hopefully, let's see here. Let's do it under my OneDrive. I'll just do it right here. Exports. Open. Next. Finish. Cool. All right. So now that creates an Excel file that's been exported. Now I got to navigate to that file that was just created. So that's this UP2 activities. So let's go ahead and open that file. So here's what it looks like. We have the activity IDs, the status, the WBS code, the start, the finish, and the percent completes, okay? So I don't need any of these items. Really what I need is I need these two headings and these two tabs because when I import it back into P6, P6 needs the tab names, these specific tabs, and it's going to be looking for these specific column headers, and it's going to know based on the column header what information is getting imported. So I can actually delete all. What I generally like to do is I like to leave the top one just to be able to copy the formatting. And like I said before, I don't need activity status, so let's go ahead and we can delete column B. So now I'm down to activity ID, WBS code, start, finish, percent complete. So one thing that I didn't do is I don't have the WBS code in here. So there's a few things that I need to do. Number one is I need to get this information into the format that's importable, and it needs to look like this when I'm importing it. So let's get the relevant information that I need. And in general, what I like to do is I like to copy the whole table, and then I like to paste the values. So that way there's no formulas or anything like that in there. Let's go ahead and, of course, it's going a little bit slow here. All right. So now I got now I've pasted the values. Let's get rid of all of the banners here. Let's delete these. The other thing that I need to do is I need to delete, you see all these spaces in the IDs. So I like to create a formula called trim, and that just trims basically any spaces that are on those IDs. And so now I can copy those and paste those values. All right, so the thing that I'm missing is the WBS IDs for each one of these activities. Because if I were to import this information back into P6 and it doesn't have the WBS banners, all of these activities they'd actually be removed from their WBS homes. So let's go ahead, and what I like to do is I'll delete the WBS like grouping. I'm going to add a column for the WBS, which is under General and under WBS. So now here we have our WBS IDs. I can copy all of this table, and I'll create a new tab here with that information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up this table information here, and I'm going to pull this WBS information back into here. So let's create a new column, and I'll kind of start aligning the information with how we're going to copy it into our import sheet. So let's go, the formula I use is Vlookup. So what am I going to look up? I'm going to look up this ID, comma, I'm going to grab this array here, and if you press F4 on your keyboard, you'll notice the dollar signs appear, and that locks in this array here. And so I want to return a value of the second column here. So return that value, or else false, or else error, provide an error message. So then I can copy these down, and now I have my WBS. I have my WBS code, which I need to import. I'm going to copy that and paste that as a value. And the other information that I need is all of the activities that made progress that I'm wanting to import. So I don't need these two because they didn't make any progress. And it looks like I don't need these ones down here because they didn't make any progress either. Let's delete those. And now I'm going to start copying this information into that export template. So here I'm going to do my IDs first. And then I'm going to do my WBS, code, which is going to go here. And then I'm going to do my actual starts, actual finishes, and percent completes. And I'm going to do those here. And you'll notice it's not in the format that I want it to be. So that's why I kept these top rows here. So I just like to do the format painter. And then, unfortunately, because I didn't grab any dates. So the format that we need, let's highlight these. I guess it's a good thing that it's not going the way I planned. I'm going to use this date format right here. So it's going to go date, month, year in that format, just like that. And then activity percent complete. You'll notice that it put decimal places, and really the 1 is actually 100%. So what I like to do is I like to take that number and multiply it by 100 to get it in the proper percent format. And then I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste those values right over there. So now I have everything in the format that I need in order to do the import. And I'm going to remove this top row, this row 3 that I didn't need, that I was just using for my formatting. And now everything's in the format that in the format that I need in order to run the import. So I'll save this file, and then I'll close it out. I'll go back to my P6, and I'll bring back my WBS grouping so that you can see when I run the import. So I'm going to go to File, Import, and I'm just doing everything in reverse. I grab the spreadsheet, and then I'm going to find that exact, it was this UP2 activities. So that was the one that I brought the progress into. I'm going to go next. And it only allows me to select activities because there weren't any other tabs in the Excel sheet, if you noticed. There would have been other tabs if we wanted to export those things. So we can only import activities. We're going to say update existing project, and then we're going to import to UP2, and then we're going to finish it. And so you'll notice when it did that, it added the progress just like we wanted for the 15th, the 16th. It has the percent completes that we wanted. And the only thing that we didn't do was we didn't move our data date. And then what I want to do is I want to move our data date to maybe it's August 1st is our new data date. And now there's our finished schedule update imported from Excel. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Thanks.